Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Je m'appelle Richa et je suis enseignante de français. I hope you all watched my previous videos, and if you all found those videos useful, subscribe to my channel, hit on the bell icon so you do not miss out on any videos. Today we are starting with day 3. Oh, by the way, day 2 had a lot of information. If you found our expressions and all of that a little more advanced, that was advanced in fact. So we teach all of that at a very higher level. But I just wanted to show you all what are the uses of the avoir verb. So in previous videos, we learned être, avoir. We learned these two irregular verbs. In today's video, what are we going to cover? Let us see that. We are going to cover the definite articles, the indefinite articles, verbs categories. Now, how many categories of verbs actually exist in French? We will be seeing that. Uh, Most commonly used ER verbs, the regular ER verbs, which are most commonly used in your day-to-day life. I've included those verbs in the PDF in this document. So we will be covering that in today's lecture. And last but not the least, months of the year. Allez-y, on commence. Definite and indefinite articles. Les articles définis. Les articles indéfinis. Now we say definite articles in French, it is article definite. Like we saw this in the previous videos, if you all remember. So adjectives, most of the adjectives come after the noun. Now I'll not get into the details of that because I've explained so much in my previous video. In case you all want to watch that, pause this video, go back, watch my day 2 video and come back. Alright, so definite articles are the words that specify a particular and identifiable noun. English uses the word de for this purpose. In French, there are 4 words that translates as de. There are 4 words that translate as de based on gender and number. Like you all know, like I always keep saying this in all of my videos, all French nouns, even countries have genders. So even vegetables, your body parts, everything that you see has genders. So everything on earth you will find 4 forms under French language. All right. So whether it is articles, whether you learn pronouns, whether you not pronouns, I mean you learn any adjectives, you learn interrogative adjectives, demonstrative adjectives that we will cover in the videos in the future. So you will, whatever you see, you will always see 4 forms as per masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, feminine plural, or sometimes, like in this case, we have masculine singular, feminine singular, nouns which start with a vowel. Okay, mot qui commence par une voyelle, a noun that starts with a vowel, and then there is plurals. All right. So the definite articles, the translation of definite articles is the, and indefinite is a, an, or some. All right. So le, la, l'apostrophe, and les. These are the definite articles. All right. They all mean the. And indefinite, a, yun. A and yun can mean a or an, and they mean some. You will see a few examples of the definite articles. Just repeat after me. These words we'll just quickly go through. Les chiens, le ballon, le rugby, le téléphone, le lit, la nourriture, la maison, la fille. It's not feel, okay? It's fille, fille. La fille, l'aventure, l'entretien, l'agriculture, l'hiver, les fleurs, les parents, les immeubles, les hommes, les saisons, les pays, les cheveux. So these words, they all mean de. Now we will look at some examples of indefinite articles. Un livre, une fille. Now I'll tell you the best way to learn French nouns is uh, using the indefinite articles. Why? Because even before a noun that starts with a vowel, we'll see this un ami and une amie. You saw the difference? There's no contraction that's happening over here. So whereas in case of this thing, no, in case of the definite articles, you see l'aventure. Now this got contracted. We don't know whether it is la or la. It can be masculine, it can be feminine. Understand? So when you, as a beginner, this is what I also have done. So whenever I used to learn the nouns, I always ensured I learn it with the indefinite articles, just so that I know it's whether it's a or un. Okay, just to avoid confusion, whether it's a livre or un livre. That question mark shouldn't be there. So un ami, un ami, a sandwich, or some people even pronounce it as a sandwich, une pizza, un chocolat, une glace, un jardin, un homme, des amis, des gens, des mots, des robes. Now you will feel that the spellings are totally different and the pronunciations are different. I'll ensure I'm making one video on pronunciations exclusively, wherein I will show you all how the French words are pronounced, and what kind of vowels, what kind of group of words, how are they pronounced, and we'll see a lot of examples also on that. Okay, not right now, later on I'll make one video on that. So next we have verb categories. Les verbes en français. Now the types of verbs in French grammar. Les verbes, the verbs, are the doing words. Now what is a verb? A verb is any action you perform. Okay, like I'm teaching right now, this is an action, it's a verb. Alright, the reason I'm saying this is because there are a lot of students who come to me to learn French, and they are always puzzled. Okay, adjective, adverb, verb, noun, what is all this? So just have your concepts clear before we start. They express an action performed by the subject of the sentence, a noun or a pronoun. In addition to physical activities, verbs can also describe processes. Like teaching is a process, thinking is also a process. This is not a physical activity, right? But still they are actions that we are performing. Like right now I'm speaking. Okay, you cannot see that, you can listen to me, right? So there are certain actions like thinking. In addition, just a minute guys, I'm sorry, I will just pause here for a minute. One minute. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. So yeah, the physical activities, concepts, states of mind, thoughts, everything. Everything that you do is a verb, right? So some typical French action verbs include, repeat after me, I have just listed a few random verbs. Courir, which means to run. Danser is to dance. Sauter is to jump. Chanter is to sing. Écrire is to write. Lire is to read. All right. Now, the types of French verbs. Verbs are broadly divided into these two parts. Just a minute, sorry. Yeah. French verbs are broadly divided into two categories. That is French verbs are broadly classified into two categories, that is regular and irregular. Okay. Under regular verbs, you have further three more categories, that is you have regular ER verbs, you have regular IR verbs, and you have regular RE verbs. Alright. Now what do I mean by regular and irregular? Regular verbs are these verbs which will follow a specific endings. It will follow a specific rule, whether irrespective of the verb it is. So if it is a regular verb, it will follow a standard format. You don't have to learn anything separately. All right. So Ir, and Re, you will understand this in 5 minutes. Just hold on. So regular verbs are the verbs which will follow a standard format. Okay. Whereas irregular verbs do not follow any standard format. So irregular verbs, y'all can see I've put a few hearts here to indicate you have to by heart these irregular verbs. There is no way forward. You will have to learn all of these. Now we will see what are the regular verbs. Okay. Also, I have one more video that I had created, which was based on verbs, only verbs. If you all want to watch, I'll leave. You all will find the link over here somewhere. I will drop that over here so that you all can refer to that as well. So, verbs we will see today. The verbs which end in er, that is the first group. Okay, now in French books you will find these terms as group 1, group 2, group 3. It is nothing but these three regular verbs categories. So group 1, verbs ending in er, the majority of these verbs have a regular conjugation. Okay, what do I mean by conjugation? I will show that also to you in a minute. We drop the er ending from the infinitive and we add conjugation endings. Now, if you see, parler is a verb which means to speak. Parler, the verb parler is an infinitive. Okay. When we conjugate it, we do not generally use parler as a word in a sentence. We conjugate it always. Like right now, I am speaking. I cannot use parler. I have to conjugate it. Like I am speaking. In English also, I say I am speaking. I'm not saying to speak. Understand? So, parler, the verb which is not conjugated yet, is the infinitive. So, parler is an infinitive. And this thing that you see here, this is the entire conjugation. Now, if you all have watched my previous videos, you all will know that I had done subject to nouns, I think, in day 1 itself. So the format remains same. Do not jumble this. Okay. So it is always je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. Alright. Now the endings, I want you to repeat this after me. The er verb endings are, just a minute. Yeah. So the er verb endings are e, es, e, ons, ez, ent, ent. Repeat after me. E, es, ons, ez, ent, ent. The reason why I repeat it twice is because il, el and il's, else. So there are two pronouns. Two subject pronouns. Yeah, which are included. That is why I say I have this habit of repeating it twice. Also note that in French, now when I say je parle, it means I speak. Please note that, I speak, I am speaking, I do speak. I do speak French. I am speaking in French right now. I speak French in general. Okay. So the translation of all this is same, je parle. So like in English, we have those four forms. If you all remember, if you all remember your English grammar well, you all know the present perfect, present continuous, simple present, all of that. We had those separate things, and our teachers used to, teach us and she used to give so many exercises to solve on this. So these things do not exist in French. That is a really good part. So the translation for all the three is je parle. Now one more thing I just want to clarify over here. I am speaking. Now you would be thinking that in the previous video, in my day 2 video, I taught you the verb être, which meant in which we had this conjugation je suis, which means I am. So I am speaking. Students generally translate it as je suis parle. No, that is wrong. Mind you, the translation for I am speaking is je parle. Okay. Now the regular er verbs that you must know. Now these are all regular verbs. They will follow the standard format that I just taught you for parler. What you have to do, you have to remove the er of the verb and you simply add the endings. All right. So parl becomes my base. All right. These letters become my base, radical, what it is called. In your books you will see. So to the radical, I just have to add the endings. Okay, the terminaison, which is ees, eeons, ez, ent, ent. All right. So the same funda applies here also. Accepter, adorer, aimer, chercher, commander, commencer, danser, demander, dessiner, détester, donner, écouter, étudier, exprimer, gagner, habiter, jouer, parler, penser, regarder, rencontrer. This is to meet by chance, all right? The letter E just got cut in the PDF. Travailler, utiliser, visiter. Now, there are a lot of other verbs, okay? You will find so many verbs and more list of ER verbs, not just ER, a lot of verbs you will find online also. I have listed these because these are used on day-to-day basis. Now the last part of the video, months of the year, les mois de l'année. If you follow me on Instagram, I have already created a video on this. So let's just quickly do this. Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet. Now this, listen carefully, juillet, juillet. Consider double L as silent. How would you pronounce it then? Juillet. It's the same thing. August is août, août. Septembre, octobre. Now this I'm just emphasizing so that you all know that there is RE sound also. But it is pronounced as octobre, novembre, décembre. Ça va? Alright, that's all for today. I hope you all found my video useful. If yes, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.